welcome Catherine LaCour, who's the Chief Marketing Officer for Blackbaud.
For those that don't know, we are the world's leading cloud software company powering social good. So what that means is we help social good organizations drive their missions with technology and data. I have the unique opportunity to bridge my passion for social good and my passion for engaging people and creating connections through marketing. As the Chief Marketing Officer for Blackbaud, I was appointed the CMO in 2018, and I'm in charge of all things marketing. So all the fun stuff, whether that's brand, product marketing, all of our demand gen, our lead generation, all of our go-to-market. I also founded and started our Blackbaud Institute, which is the arm of Blackbaud where we put all of our research out into the market for free. So again, we really want to walk the walk here and support the social good community. And this is our way to give back and give out research that helps the entire community grow and move forward. Doug Conant, from Campbell's. I love your life story is your leadership story. And for me, that really resonates because my opportunity, I had amazing opportunities come to me through going to Thunderbird. And one of those opportunities that really has led me down the path to where I am today was an opportunity to work for the United Nations in Kenya. That really started me off early, wanting to marry social good, wanting to make an impact, seeing people on the front lines doing that with my love of marketing, right? Which is frankly the greatest job out there because we get to marry right brain, left brain, this really creative fun with this data-driven, more strategic function. So I was able to move around a bit. So after being in Europe and Kenya and Africa, I moved to the Bay Area and worked for some startups out there. And then as that was sort of busting, I moved over to DC, Washington, DC. And there I worked for a strategic marketing PR firm, an education company. And while I was there, that's where I was recruited for Blackbaud. Get a mentor and a coach early. Understanding your sphere of influence and really being intentional about relationships because it all comes down to relationships. So whether it's with work colleagues or with customers, disagreements can be so much more easily navigated if you have a strong, trusting foundation. And then I'd say, just for anybody, and this I've always been something I've leaned into is just support each other. I think that is the best advice I can give. And it doesn't mean that you don't potentially compete with somebody for a role or that there isn't conflict or disagreements. It just means that we all handle ourselves respectfully. We do it respectfully. We are in the room together. We're on the same team. Be there for each other, amplify each other, and help each other shine. And I really believe in the rising tide rises all boats. And I think that, if you marry that with a really focused intention on building trusting relationships, then you're going to want to go to work every day and really enjoy your job and the people that you work with. Identifying talent and bringing that talent together to build a high-functioning team, high-performing team. You need a leadership team that's modeling the behavior that you want, that's showing true empathy and caring, that's having that open and transparent communication we were talking about, and having productive conflict. And so, if I want to have that culture on my marketing team and frankly, in the overall organization of Blackbaud, I need my leadership team to live that. I need to live that. And so, I spend a lot of time with my team. We spend a lot of time focused here, and I'm really proud of how we've come together and how we lead as a team. As marketers is creating those authentic connections. And then engaging those connections and, spurring them or having them want to take that action with you. So whether that's as simple as attending a webinar or going as far as buying your product, all the way to becoming an advocate, right? That full life cycle. And I think it's very challenging time to get to show up authentically and get those connections and get through the noise. We're super focused on delivering an outstanding experience for our customers at Blackbaud. And that's throughout the entire life cycle of a company, because that's another cool thing about marketing, right? Is that marketing starts at nurturing right before they're a customer, and then they become a customer, and we engage them, we help, and then we engage the customers through value content. We help them realize their value of the solutions, whatever solution they're using that you sell, and then ultimately we're helping our customers reach their mission, and in our case to build a better world. And frankly, you cannot do that at scale if you don't have those connections and you don't have customers who want to be on the journey with you. And I think today that's probably the most important thing, and it really does come down to brand, right? Do you have an authentic brand, and do your customers resonate with that? we power what we call an ecosystem of good. And so this is this idea that we're connecting people and causes around the world. And so when we see that come to life, and we know we had a part in helping good take over, helping build a better world. I mean, that's what inspiring for our team. I mean, that's why we walk through that proverbial door every day. I'm a big believer in value-based leadership first. So I appreciate the question, because I think that fundamentally is something that all leaders need to think about. Like, what are your values and how does that define who you are as a leader and how you lead? For me, kind of leadership is about empowerment, right? It's about empowering my team. Mentoring them, developing their talents, not only for the greater good, but for the best results. Like, that's what's brilliant about this, right? Like, we actually get really good results when we empower our people and have, create space where they can be successful. And, that's my job. My job is to coach, to create that space, because I'm going to be only as successful as the people who work for me. And, I mentioned this idea of supporting each other and shining. And this idea of shine theory, I shine when you shine. Good leaders help lift others up. And that's the type of atmosphere, again, that I want to cultivate for my team. And so that's the type of leader that I try to show up as. No back channeling. We need open dialogue. We may disagree in the room, but when we leave, we're in, vigorous agreement. But that means listening and learning, setting clear expectations. I want to be, and I ask my leaders to be an empathetic leader, but still hold people accountable, and they can coexist.